Most men over 60 dress carefully for occasions and stop paying attention at the weekend. The result is a rotation of weekend outfits that quietly communicate the opposite of everything the weekday appearance established. 5 specific mistakes made by most men over 60 on most weekends that take the man who looks sharp at work or at dinner and make him look 15 years older on a Saturday morning. The most damaging of all 5 is the last one. Do not skip ahead. The weekend is not a formality-free zone. It is a different formality level, sport casual rather than smart casual, with its own specific standards. The man who applies those standards at the weekend looks sharp, active, and completely himself at any weekend occasion. These 5 mistakes are the most common weekend mistakes for men over 60, the ones most likely to be made without the man realizing they are mistakes at all. Each one has a specific, immediate alternative that produces a better result without sacrificing any of the comfort the weekend requires. On this channel, classic menswear for men over 60 who want to look sharp without overcomplicating it. No trends, just what works. In this video, 5 outfit mistakes every man over 60 makes at the weekend, why each one quietly ages the appearance, and exactly what to wear instead. The first weekend outfit mistake every man over 60 makes: the oversized polo. Here is what the oversized polo communicates at the weekend. The polo collar, structured, lying flat, directing the eye upward to the face, is the one detail that separates a correctly worn polo from a comfortable t-shirt with extra fabric. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The correctly fitted polo, shoulder seam at the natural edge, body with no more than 2 inches of ease, sleeves ending at the mid-upper arm, is as comfortable as the oversized alternative. The extra fabric of the oversized polo does not produce comfort, and this is where most men get it completely wrong. They buy the polo in a size that felt comfortable in the fitting room without checking the shoulder seam position, the body ease, or the sleeve length. The correctly fitted polo, shoulder seam at the natural edge, confirmed by looking in the mirror with the polo on and checking that the seam sits at the break between the shoulder and the upper arm. Body with no more than 2 inches of ease at the sides. Takeaway: the oversized polo is the most common weekend mistake for men over 60. The correctly fitted alternative, shoulder seam at the natural edge, 2 inches of ease, sleeves at mid-upper arm, collar structured and flat, is as comfortable and significantly sharper. The weekend polo should fit the same way every other piece fits, correctly. And once the polo fits correctly, the second mistake addresses the trouser choice that most undermines the weekend outfit, the one that most men over 60 reach for specifically because it feels like the correct weekend choice. The second mistake is the trouser choice most men reach for specifically because it feels like the correct weekend choice. It is not. Mistake 2. The trouser that feels like the correct weekend choice. It is not. The second weekend outfit mistake every man over 60 makes: the cargo short or baggy short, the short with multiple pockets on the sides, or the short that is cut wide through the thigh and long past the knee. Here is what the cargo short communicates. The multiple pockets, particularly when filled with the phone, the keys, the wallet, the sunglasses, add visual bulk to the thigh and hip area that reads as neither practical nor stylish but simply accumulated. Now here is the part nobody talks about. Shorts after 60 can look sharp, but only in the correct cut and the correct length, and this is where most men get it completely wrong. They choose the cargo short because it has pockets for the weekend's practical needs: the phone, the keys, the sunglasses. The correct weekend short: chino short in stone, navy, or khaki. Straight cut through the thigh, not wide, not tight, ending above the knee at mid-thigh, not below the knee, not extremely short. 2 front pockets, 2 back pockets. Quality cotton fabric that holds its shape through the day. Takeaway. The cargo short and baggy short add visual bulk and communicate unintentional casualness. The chino short in stone, navy, or khaki, straight cut, mid-thigh length, quality cotton, produces deliberately relaxed weekend casualness without the shapelessness. The weekend short should have a shape. The chino short has one. And once the short is correctly cut, the third mistake is the shoe choice that most completely undermines every correct decision made above the ankle on a weekend morning. The third mistake is the shoe choice that most completely undermines every correct weekend decision made above the ankle. Mistake 3, the shoe, undermining everything above the ankle. The third weekend outfit mistake every man over 60 makes. The worn-out trainer. Not a trainer in principle. A quality, clean trainer is a correct weekend shoe. Here is what the worn-out trainer communicates at the weekend. Now here is the part nobody talks about. A clean, quality trainer in white or navy, purchased specifically for weekend casual wear and maintained clean, is a sharper weekend shoe than any worn-out trainer regardless of the original quality of the worn-out version. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. They keep the worn-out trainer because it is comfortable and because replacing it feels unnecessary. The trainer that is comfortable and worn out is comfortable and aging simultaneously. The correct weekend trainer. Clean white or navy leather sneaker, slim profile, minimal branding, quality leather or quality synthetic upper, or a clean suede trainer in warm gray or tan. Kept clean after every wearing with a soft cloth and a suede brush. Never worn to exercise. Takeaway. The worn-out trainer is the weekend shoe mistake that most undermines the outfit above it. A clean quality trainer, white or navy leather sneaker, slim profile, maintained clean, produces the weekend sharp base without sacrificing any of the comfort the worn-out alternative was providing. Clean is sharp. Worn out is not. And once the shoe is clean and correct, the fourth mistake is the one that most men over 60 make specifically on weekends, because weekends feel like the occasion where the leather family rule does not apply. It does. The fourth mistake is one most men make specifically on weekends, because the weekend feels like the occasion where the leather family rule does not apply. It applies everywhere. Mistake 4. The leather family. Feels like it does not apply at weekends. It does. The fourth weekend outfit mistake every man over 60 makes. Abandoning the leather family. Here is what abandoning the leather family communicates at the weekend. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The weekend leather family is simpler than the weekday version because the weekend outfit typically has fewer leather elements. The weekend requirement, the belt and the watch strap in the same warm family. That is it, 2 pieces. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. They apply the leather family carefully to weekday and smart casual outfits and then abandon it entirely at the weekend because the weekend feels less observed, less formal, less subject to the standards that weekday dressing requires. The weekend leather family. Belt, simple cognac or tan leather belt, or a quality canvas belt in cognac or warm brown if the chino shorts belt loops are suited to a casual belt. Watch. Slim watch on a tan or cognac leather strap rather than the sports watch on a rubber strap. 2 pieces. Takeaway. The leather family applies at the weekend as it applies every day. Belt and watch strap in the same warm family. 2 decisions. The coherent standard communicated 7 days a week. The weekend is not an exception. It is the occasion where maintaining the standard is most unexpected and therefore most impressive. And once the leather family is confirmed at the weekend, the 5th and most damaging weekend mistake is the one that undermines every other correct decision, including the correctly fitted polo, the chino short, the clean trainer, and the coherent leather family. The last weekend mistake undermines every other correct decision, including all 4 previous ones. Mistake 5, undermining all 4 previous corrections. The most damaging weekend mistake. The 5th and most damaging weekend outfit mistake every man over 60 makes. The ungroomed weekend. The weekend morning where the hair is not combed, where the face is unshaved because it is Saturday and shaving is for weekdays. Here is what the ungroomed weekend communicates. The man who is well groomed during the week and ungroomed at the weekend communicates the same thing as the man who abandons the leather family at the weekend. His standard is conditional. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The weekend grooming standard does not require the full weekday routine. It requires the minimum that maintains the appearance of a man who takes care of himself consistently rather than selectively. The hair combed and settled. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. They treat the weekend as a grooming holiday, the one context where the face can be unshaved, the hair unsettled, the eyebrows unchecked. The result: the man who looks sharp on weekdays and 10 years older on weekends. The weekend grooming minimum: hair settled, combed, shaped, or product applied if the hair requires it, but not unsettled. Face either cleanly shaved or the beard trimmed and shaped. Picture this: a man over 60 on a Saturday morning, correctly fitted soft navy polo, shoulder seam at the natural edge, collar structured and flat, chino short in stone, straight cut, mid-thigh length, clean white leather sneaker at the base. Takeaway: the ungroomed weekend undermines every other correct weekend decision simultaneously. The 5-minute weekend grooming minimum: hair settled, face shaved or beard shaped, silver hair conditioned, maintains the consistent standard that communicates self-respect 7 days a week. And once all 5 mistakes are understood and replaced, the complete sharp weekend outfit and why it communicates more than any casual weekend default becomes clear. Here is the correct weekend outfit for any man over 60. Correctly fitted polo in soft navy, warm olive or warm white, shoulder seam at natural edge, collar structured and flat, sleeves at mid-upper arm. Chino short in stone, navy or khaki, straight cut mid-thigh length, quality cotton. Why the correct weekend outfit communicates more than the casual default. The man in the oversized polo, cargo short, worn-out trainer, rubber-strapped sports watch, and ungroomed face communicates that the weekend is a break from standards. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The correct weekend outfit is not more effort than the casual default. The correctly fitted polo requires no more effort to put on than the oversized one. The chino short requires no more effort than the cargo short. The 5 mistakes and their corrections. Oversized polo, correctly fitted polo in warm color. Cargo or baggy short, chino short straight cut mid-thigh. Worn-out trainer, clean leather sneaker maintained. Abandoned leather family, cognac belt and tan leather strap. The weekend outfit at 3 weekend occasions. Saturday morning coffee, correctly fitted polo, chino short, clean leather sneaker, grooming maintained. Weekend lunch with family, same combination, collar confirmed flat, leather family confirmed, grooming maintained. The cost of the correct weekend outfit. Correctly fitted polo, $0 if the current polo can be tailored for $20, or $30 to $40 for a new correctly fitted version. Chino short in stone or navy, $30 to $50 at any mid-range retailer end of season. Takeaway: 5 mistakes corrected. Correctly fitted polo replacing the oversized one. Chino short replacing the cargo or baggy. Clean leather sneaker replacing the worn-out trainer. Coherent leather family replacing the abandoned weekend accessories. Here is the final truth about the weekend outfit after 60. The weekend is not a formality-free zone. It is a lower formality level, but a level with its own correct standards. Not formal at the weekend, deliberately relaxed, not shapeless, correctly casual, not a break from standards. The same standard at a lower formality level. 5 corrections. The sharpest weekend outfit available from this Saturday morning forward. Which of these 5 weekend mistakes are you making most consistently? Drop it in the comments. The one that most surprises men, the one they never expected to be undermining their weekend appearance, is almost always the last one, the ungroomed weekend. What was yours? Subscribe for straight, practical style advice for men who value confidence over trends. Next video, the right way to wear a polo shirt after 60.